Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Oh, yeah. Good afternoon. Please join me in thanking Carl on the piano. Isn't that amazing? Lovely music. Thank you, Carl. Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Jeremy Brownridge. I'm Her Honor's Private Secretary, and on behalf of her and all the staff here, we send a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining us, and thanks to those who've traveled from further afield. Before we go any further, if you didn't mind to kindly silence or switch off your phone and mobile device so we don't disturb the proceedings. Thank you. And now that I have your attention, if you're comfortable doing so, we would ask that you please rise for the entrance of the official party and the recipients. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking Gary Sam for the drum welcome, and please also join me in thanking Byron Barnard, Her Honor's honorary pipe major this afternoon. Please be seated. I'm now honored to call upon Florence Dick of Songhees Nation to provide the traditional welcome this afternoon. Thank you.
Haishka, Osiam, Donasnes, Sequilipton, Haishka, Aquantane, Techo, Alaquangan, Tamoch, Laquaman Haka, Tamoch, Haishka, Siam, Na Songhees Nation, and Kosapsum Nation, Haishka Siam, Haishka to Nam Tanat Sage. Haishka Siam.
Thank you, Councillor Gary Sam. I want to thank the Honorable for, doing proper protocol to the Lekwungen people. Haijka Sam. I just want to thank everyone for coming to our lands, coming to being here, do the celebration for the event today. To all the recipients, I congratulate you on the special day. It's always grateful when you have leadership in the room with you. And, this is our government in practice with the song, the dance, and the language. It's all coming together in one spot today. And I'm always grateful when I stand beside a counselor, our leadership within our own community. I'm just grateful for our lands that you are on today. It's always important to acknowledge our ancestors. Right now we're in the season of camas, and you'll see the bulbs sprouting everywhere with a beautiful purple flower. The flower's getting ready to harvest. It's growing that starch ball for us to eat in the early beginning of fall. So it's always important to just acknowledge that piece, because those flowers have been here for over 150 plus years from our ancestors. You'll see them at Beacon Hill, you'll see them in Oak Bay, and you'll see it in Esquimalt. Those important dietary food items that we have here, still to this day, those remnants of our ancestors. And every time I see that, reminds me of the hard work that our ancestors have done to keep that alive, to keep feeding our soul, our spirit, to know that we're never alone on our lands and that they're always with us to this day. Haijka Siem.
Thank you so very much to Councillor Gary Sam and to Florence Dick for joining us today and spending some time with us to honor and celebrate these recipients and wonderful people here. Thank you. I'm now delighted to invite Her Honor to provide her remarks this afternoon, Your Honor.
Thank you, Jeremy. Distinguished guests, recipients, families, friends all. As I always do, it's important to acknowledge the Lekwungen peoples, the Songhees and Esquimalt, upon whose traditional territory we gather today, and to thank them for sharing these lands in peace and friendship. Aitzquaichel, Stedata, Ikonis Kwanangahela, which is good day, friends. It's wonderful to be among you today, and it truly, truly is. I want to express special thanks to Florence Dick and Gary Sam for the gift of a traditional welcome, and to take a brief moment just to comment on the practice of land acknowledgement. Because I'm very proud that it's been adopted broadly across British Columbia and indeed across the country. But it's important that it be more than just a pro forma statement. And so I try to take it as an opportunity to reflect on the legacy of colonialism, the harms of the past, and what I can do in my personal life and also in my role as Lieutenant Governor to contribute to the healing that is needed in Canada. So I will share with you that I myself am a seventh-generation Canadian. My ancestors came to Cape Breton, Nova Scotia during the Scottish clearances when their lands were taken away by the aristocracy. And they found a great deal of success and happiness in Canada. And that is success that I have subsequently benefited from. But I'm also conscious that it has come, my success has come at the expense of Indigenous peoples. And so for that reason, and because I hold the privilege of this role, I feel a deep responsibility to be a visible and a vocal advocate for reconciliation in all its dimensions. Haijka Siem. It is indeed an enormous privilege to welcome all of you here to Government House to celebrate the diverse contributions of the 2024 recipients of the BC Achievement Community Awards. And including, I understand, we have 4 recipients in a new Emerging Leaders category. So congratulations to all of you. I'm delighted to be joined today by my friend Walter Pela, who among many things also serves as chair of the BC Achievement Foundation, and he will preside at today's ceremony. I'd like to acknowledge as well Mr. Herman Ho with St. John Ambulance and Staff Sergeant Kathy Rocklitz, both of whom are serving as my honorary aides de camp today. And again, always a pleasure to work with these 2 outstanding citizens. Like to acknowledge as well the award selection committee members who've dedicated considerable time and effort to ensure the awards reflect the very best of British Columbia. And so my special thanks to Mayor Susan Hewitt of Caslow, Mayor Sarah Story of Fraser Lake, and past recipients Julie Fowler, Herman Ho, and William Yoakum of Nanaimo. Also, I want to express appreciation to the members of the BC Achievement Foundation Board of Directors who've also made the effort to join us today. Thank you all so much for being here. So some of you know that this past weekend, I had the great privilege of hosting Her Royal Highness, the Princess Royal, Princess Anne, on her 3-day visit to British Columbia. And then, on Monday, Her Excellency Mary Simon celebrated the coronation of His Majesty King Charles III, King of Canada, with the presentation of the first coronation medals. These occasions caused me to reflect on the constant presence of the Crown in the lives of Canadians. I strongly believe that our constitutional monarchy is a stabilizing feature in the governance of our country that links us outward to the Commonwealth, connects us to a tradition of parliamentary democracy, equality before the law, and protection of our human rights. Yet, it has accommodated important reforms, such as the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. This balance of constancy and flexibility has provided the stable foundation for our democracy to thrive, enabling a robust but respectful exchange of different ideas and perspectives. At its best, democracy can provide opportunities for everyone to participate, and it allows people who disagree to share power. Of course, we all know that Canada is not a perfect country, and we have work to do in many areas. But I believe we come closer to the ideal of democracy than almost any other country in the world, and that is something to be valued and nurtured, especially as we look around the world and we see the chaos and dysfunction emerging in so many other places. So generous and inspiring leadership comes in many forms, and here in our province, we've been blessed with recent examples. And today, we celebrate you, exemplars of civil society. Having spent much of my own career in the company of remarkable community leaders, I've witnessed the profound and transformative effect that citizens like you have on our communities. To recognize such remarkable people who are changing our communities for the better is an honor of great personal significance to me. And what an extraordinary bunch you are. In reading the citations, I could not but be struck by the diversity of the contributions we celebrate today. Yet, despite your varied interests and concerns, you're united by a shared motivation to be of service, to improve the lives of others, to fortify the health of your communities, and to broaden opportunities for all. British Columbia has enormous strengths, but the challenges that we face are complex and interrelated. Our readiness to meet these challenges and the very stability of our society depend to a large degree on the health of our communities and the contributions of extraordinary, exemplary citizens such as yourselves. Contributions that are all the more to be valued in this time of challenge and uncertainty for many. And during times of challenge, it is especially important to remember that the future is not something we passively enter, it is something we create. The choices we make now will shape the world for all who come after us, for better or for worse. And so I thank you for your role in making it for better. I thank you for demonstrating that we can be more than individual actors engaged in pursuits that serve our own self-interest, but rather citizens who share responsibility for each other, for the planet, and must act accordingly. It is sometimes said that the greatest gift possible is the gift of oneself. We owe you much gratitude for giving that gift so very generously to all of us. You're an inspiration to British Columbians, and certainly you're an inspiration to me. You give me hope for a better world. You truly do. Haich thank you. Enjoy the event.
Thank you so much, Your Honor, for those inspiring words. I'm now pleased to turn the proceedings over to Director of Ceremonies this afternoon, our friend Walter Pela. Walter, thanks.
Thank you, Jeremy, for the introduction, and thank you, Your Honor, for the thoughtful words, and in particular calling out that we have emerging leaders as a new recipients for the first time this year. So welcome to the emerging leaders and to all the remarkable awardees with us today. And thank you most of all for your continued stewardship of the province of British Columbia and of all of us citizens of this wonderful province. We're honored to work in partnership with your office, not only for the Community Award, but also for the very important Reconciliation Award. And we thank you for the partnership and the gratitude for your continued leadership. I would say that your continued commitment to uniting British Columbians throughout the province through authenticity and the importance of a decolonized approach is truly inspiring and remains and will continue to be a living legacy to serve us all. So thank you for that. Over the past 6 years, you have celebrated, inspired, and brought together people of the province, and each of us that know you are privileged to be led by you and follow your example in your continued work. I'd also like to acknowledge with respect the Algonquin peoples, the Songhees, the Esquimalt First Nations, on whose traditional territory we visit today. The BC Achievement Foundation is the presenting organization of the Community Award Program. Our foundation delivers 4 additional programs, each celebrating the spirit of excellence in our province. The Sam Carter Applied Art and Award, the Polygon Award in First Nations Art, the Indigenous Business Award, and again in partnership with the Office of the Lieutenant Governor, the BC Reconciliation Award. We are delighted to be continuing the tradition of presenting the Community Award in Government House, the ceremonial home of all British Columbians. Thank you, Your Honor. BC Achievement is so grateful to work with your office to honor the best in our province. 2024 marks the 21st anniversary of our foundation and of these very awards. And what does that mean in the context of today's ceremony? It's a testament to the best of BC. The program has told the inspired stories of over 680 British Columbians who have carved a remarkable path forward through their community achievement. Achievement which requires strength, courage, integrity, and skill. For others to emulate, and in doing so, elevating the excellence of all British Columbians and to build stronger and more engaged communities. Now, speaking of outstanding community leadership, a warm welcome to all civic and provincial leaders here today. Thank you for joining us to honor the Community Award recipients who do so much to lift our communities. To the nominators, the friends, the family, the past recipients of the program, all of whom have traveled to Government House to witness the importance of achievement and to celebrate the awardees, thank you. Welcome. Many of you have made possible the accomplishments of the recipients we are honoring today with your support and encouragement, and so we thank you for that as well. I'd also like to thank Catherine Wilson and the team at BC Achievement for everything that they do to make these awards possible. Now, the reason that we are here, the 2024 Community Award presentation. First, I'd like to express the board's appreciation for the outstanding work of the Community Awards Selection Committee, the 2024 jury panel. They were given the difficult, but might I say, hopefully rewarding task of reviewing the many nominations of outstanding British Columbians. Thank you for your commitment and effort in a demanding and selection process. And I would ask you to please stand as you are introduced, and may I ask the audience to please hold your applause until everyone is acknowledged and standing. Mayor Susan Haywood of Caslow, Mayor Sarah Story of Fraser Lake, and past awardees and program alumni Julie Fowler of Penticton, Herman Ho of Vancouver, Chief Honorary Aide-de-Camp. Herman is serving as aide-de-camp for her honor today, in addition to having witnessed the awardee's recognition as a jury member. And Sequeli Sultan Bill Yoakum of Nanaimo. Thank you. And now it is my distinct honor to introduce Community Award Program alumna and 2018 Mitchell Award of Distinction recipient, Glalasium Dr. Kim Vander Ward, to lead us through the award presentations. Kim.
Thank you, Walter. Thank you, Your Honor, for continuing to celebrate, inspire, and connect the citizens of this great province. Gila Kasla, Elder Florence Dick, for sharing your words with us today. Gila Kasla, Gary Sam, for the song and the drumming. I said in the procession that it made my heart feel good as we were coming in. Gila Kasla, Nugwam Glosium, Nugwam Numgis Bakwam. I'm a member of the Numgis First Nation in Alert Bay, just up the island here, from the Shaughnessy and Wanik family. And my family teaches me that when I come to another territory that I introduce myself to the ancestors of the land and the people of this land, and tell them what my intentions are for being there. And my intentions today are just pure celebration and hope. I'm so excited for all of you today. It's my absolute privilege and honor for me to be back here at Government House and address and showcase the Community Award Program and Emerging Leader recipients. A brief word about today's awardees. In addition to the 2024 recipients, we're also very pleased that one individual who was unable to join us last year in the 2023 celebration is with us this afternoon, Esther Rosenberg. A warm welcome to all of you. As Walter mentioned, I was a recipient 6 years ago. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was Her Honor's first ceremony. Being brought into the room, the pipes, the energy, seeing your loved ones in the audience. I got a little teary walking in. So excited, the energy. This is really big, a really big day, so I'm really excited for all of you. Each of you have contributed uniquely to your communities, whether through volunteering or your daily work, and for many of you, it's both. Your dedication and service to others go above and beyond as you devote your time and energy to making your communities more caring, dynamic, and unique. The models of practice each of you have built and instilled in your immediate community are being expanded, replicated, and grown because of your leadership. You inspire by example. The award program is memorable and significant because of you. As Walter noted earlier, you're in the company of over 680 British Columbians whose stories have been shared for the past 20 years. Your individual records of service, taken together, describe the very best of our home here in British Columbia. You and your families should be very proud of the work you have done. Certainly, BC Achievement is grateful to recognize you and inspire others to follow in your footsteps. Today, each of you will receive a certificate of achievement as well as a BC Achievement medallion and matching lapel pin featuring a design by renowned artist Robert Davidson, whose words resonate with the intent of all BC Achievement Award programs. Cultural hero, spirited, undaunted, fearless, bold, raising our awareness to a higher understanding. Wear your lapel pin and continue to inspire change. These commemorative pieces honor your achievements and celebrate the spirit, imagination, dedication, and outstanding contributions of British Columbians to their communities. Let us begin. All right. I call upon Troy Macbeth Ambromaitis of Richmond. Kindness, honesty, generosity, three defining qualities of a warrior and characteristics that describe Troy's commitment in both his professional life and as an active member of the Lytton Indian Band. Recently appointed Senior Development Manager at Musqueam Capital Corporation, Troy's leadership reflects how business visionaries can make a difference. His 30-year journey from a 60-scoop survivor to a community member is a testament to Troy's resilience, which he uses to uplift others. His dedication to his community's prosperity is evident in his role rebuilding Lytton First Nation post-2021 wildfires as a member of his nation's Economic Development Corporation Board. Beyond construction, Troy champions reconciliation through art, recognizing its ability to heal, unify, and express culture. Leading initiatives in Surrey and Squamish, he integrates Coast Salish art and narratives into public spaces, creating vibrant environments that symbolize collective resilience and hope. Troy embodies the warrior spirit, bringing honor to himself and his people while making his ancestors proud by ensuring a better future for his community and beyond. Your Honor, I present Troy Macbeth Ambromaitis. I call on Professor Nemkumar Bunthia of Vancouver, fostering academic and personal growth among his students while guiding over 70 PhD and postdoctoral fellows is the constant narrative behind Nemi's career as a UBC Killam professor. Internationally renowned for his groundbreaking research in carbon-neutral concrete infrastructure, Nemi's work enhances safety, sustainability, and resilience, especially in extreme events like earthquakes. As a Canada Research Chair, his cutting-edge sensors and cyber physical networks provide early warning signals for potential structural collapses. Nemi serves as CEO and Scientific Director of the India-Canada Centre for Innovative Multidisciplinary Partnerships to Accelerate Community Transformation and Sustainability. This center, supported by both the Indian and Canadian governments, develops solutions and transfers technologies to resource-limited communities in India and Canada, including BC. From self-healing concrete pavements to water treatment systems, the center's project have lifted boil water advisories and initiated transformative change in Indigenous communities in Canada and India, exemplifying Nemi's commitment to making a meaningful impact on a global scale. Known for his collegiality as a mentor and innovator and a leading researcher, Nemi sees the India-Canada Centre as a catalyst for leveraging the power of partnerships, leading to the quality of life improvements in both countries. Your Honour, I present Professor Nemkumar Bunthia. I call upon Devin Black of Victoria. A social justice discussion over a board game between friends became the genesis of Access BC, a remarkable grassroots campaign co-founded by Devin that advocates for universal, no-cost coverage for contraception. Appearing before the BC legislature, Devin advised that access to contraception is a basic human right, a key aspect of medical care that allows people to plan for their future, manage their own health, and control their reproductive decisions. Spearheading the campaign for over 6 years, Devin's extraordinary efforts, coupled with her passion for social justice, culminated in the establishment of a free contraception policy in April 2023. Devin and her Access BC team have enabled 188,000 individuals to access contraception without cost. Her leadership goes beyond identifying problems to implementing actionable solutions. This includes organizing workshops, training over 80 volunteers, and serving as a bilingual media spokesperson while presenting before government committees. Her advocacy extends to similar campaigns nationwide where she acts as Access BC's national liaison and leads fundraising efforts. Mobilizing local frustration into a national movement, Devin's work dismantles financial barriers to contraception, advancing reproductive rights and health equity while inspiring others to become empowered advocates. Your Honor, I present Devin Black. I call on Earl Blacklock of Victoria. Lifting people up by valuing what they have, what they bring, and the ways in which they can grow and serve others is the lens Earl uses to engage his patients. As Executive Director of Island Community Counseling, Earl has transformed the delivery of high-quality clinical counseling throughout Vancouver Island. With 3 master's degrees and Canadian Certified Counselor accreditation, Earl leads his clinic's trauma program and spearheads initiatives to enhance care accessibility across the region. His approach includes expanding a practicum therapist program, which has grown the counseling team from 5 to 29, addressing the scarcity of mental health professionals. Earl truly is a man with a vision who sees and feels that people need help, and there is no time to waste. He moves quickly and creatively to provide his patients with skills to develop their coping so that they can have a better quality of life and function more effectively in society. His vision, his scope of practice, and his inherent wisdom help prevent any one single individual from falling through the cracks. Earl's commitment to prompt, comprehensive supports changes lives and inspires others to champion mental health treatment and advocacy. Your Honor, I present Earl Blacklock. I call upon Robin Dawes of Williams Lake. With her distinct rainbow toque, her dog Spruce in tow, and an infectious ear-to-ear smile, Robin has led the Williams Lake Cross Country Ski Club's transformation from an aging basic facility to a proud BC tourism destination. Her establishment of a ski rental program has significantly broadened access to the wider community and reduced barriers. Her efforts have ensured the club's success through funding acquisition, equipment procurement, and volunteer coordination. From securing financial support to supervising the construction of a state-of-the-art lodge facility, Robin's dedication and team leadership has rebuilt the club's infrastructure. As a leader of the ski school program, Robin has overseen its remarkable growth, with hundreds of children now participating annually. Her commitment extends beyond administrative tasks to hands-on involvement, dedicating over 500 volunteer hours each year to tasks ranging from trail maintenance to lodge upkeep. As a former board chair and current member, Robin leads by example, sharing her expertise to enrich the broader cross-country ski community through webinars and mentorship. A literal trailblazer, Robin and her passionate army of volunteers have revitalized Williams Lake's cross-country ski club, leaving a legacy that ensures future generations can enjoy the benefits of a vibrant ski community. Your Honor, I present Robin Dawes. I call up Ali and Salim Devji, who are accepting the award on behalf of their mother, Jane Devji of Delta, who's unable to be with us today. Hugs, not drugs, was more than just a slogan for Jane. It was a philosophy that guided her transformative leadership in senior care. As a founder and former CEO of Delta View Campus of Care, Jane dedicated decades to revolutionizing residential living for seniors. Drawing from international studies, she pioneered a gentle care approach tailored for Alzheimer's and dementia patients. Together with her late husband, Amin, and sons, Salim and Ali, Jane established the Delta View Rehabilitation Center, among Canada's first purpose-built homes for dementia care. Subsequently, they founded the Delta View Life Enrichment Center, where Jane advocated for care hubs, a concept she championed. Jane's vision extended beyond Delta View. She advocated for comprehensive senior care in centers nationwide. Under her guidance, Delta View expanded its service to include dialysis, rehabilitation therapy, and respite care, reflecting her commitment to a holistic approach. Jane's influence transcended her facilities. She shared her innovative techniques with government and healthcare officials, catalyzing improvements in senior care standards nationwide. Her legacy is one of tangible impact, touching the lives of seniors and their families, embodying her dedication to enhancing their quality of life. Your Honor, I present Jane Devji and her son. I call upon Doreen and Wayne Hewitt of Salt Spring Island. Dedicated and committed watchkeepers, Doreen and Wayne Hewitt have been protecting drinking water on Salt Spring Island for the last 3 decades. Forging partnerships with key community groups, including the Salmon Enhancement Society and various government ministries, Doreen and Wayne have navigated the demands of science in concert with the complex socio-ecological and regulatory landscape. In 1993, when they learned the Environment Ministry could not monitor or visit lakes in small rural communities, they founded the Cushion Lake Stewardship Group, and their collaborative efforts expanded engagement through the Bettis and Cushion Residents Association. Wayne's leadership in the Salt Spring Island Water Preservation Society and Doreen's role as a special commissioner on the Bettis Water Service Commission are examples of their exceptional undertakings. Doreen's involvement in 15 community groups and Wayne's development of the watership management plan for Cushion Lake highlights the seriousness of their stewardship. The Hewitts have vigilantly monitored government initiatives and potential threats to the island's watersheds, serving as educators and advocates amidst development pressures and climate change challenges. Their legacy is one of safeguarding Salt Spring Island's drinking water sources for generations to come, while modeling watershed stewardship practices from which all can learn. Your Honor, I present Doreen and Wayne Hewitt. I kind of feel like I'm reading the best bedtime stories to you right now. I call upon Christopher Lee of Vancouver. Christopher Lee was not your average 13-year-old, grade 8 student. 2 years ago, as a newly minted teenager, he co-founded the Helping Hearts Youth Foundation. Today, he leads an organization which is a powerhouse of positivity. His innate belief in kindness and helping others empower his leadership and those he leads with the strength and belief that they can change the world. With over 100 volunteers, Christopher mentors younger students, ensuring they feel welcomed into the fold of service, in the fold of a service community. His leadership isn't just about numbers, it's about impact. Under his guidance, Helping Hearts has raised over $30,000, organized community events, and distributed care packages to elementary schools. They've provided meals in Vancouver's downtown east side and are pioneering a tutoring program for marginalized students. What sets Christopher apart is his hands-on approach and genuine concern for the well-being of every person and volunteer involved in Helping Hearts. He's not afraid to roll up his sleeves and get things done. Christopher has sparked a culture of service, inspiring other young people to make a difference in their communities while instilling them with a lifelong passion for social justice. Your Honor, I present Christopher Lee. I call upon Sean Lewis of Kamloops. To be a little kinder, to be a little more compassionate, and to end the stigma around alcohol and drug addictions underscores Sean's leadership as Executive Director of Day One Society. Sean believes changing one person's life and helping address their addiction can change the lives of others associated with them to create a healthier community. Her vision has reshaped the organization and clarified its mission while expanding service to meet community needs. She's cultivated a governance-focused board, driven strategic growth, and fostered accountability. Today, the board is more reflective of the community it serves, recruiting members who are in recovery, as well as Indigenous members, to help them lead the organization. The Ashes to Dust Bike Camp and the Adventure Sunday are two of Sean's many initiatives that provide crucial support to at-risk youth, while programs aiding in sober lifestyle transitions have earned contracts with Interior Health. Beyond the society, Sean contributes to the RCMP-led Sobering Center, and she collaborates with community groups to combat stigma and address addiction's root causes. Known for opening the doors to everyone, Sean applauds those who have turned that thought of, one day I'm going to get help, to day one in recovery of wellness. It all starts with day one. Your Honor, I present Sean Lewis. I call upon Brian McConaughey of Delta. Prevent, protect, restore, return. Each of these goals represent the 4 focus areas of Radanak, an international charity set up to end exploitation and human trafficking, a charity established and led by Brian. Radanak is the name of a young girl whose tragic life and death changed Brian's life, despite having never met her. His charity works collaboratively with vulnerable communities to support trafficking survivors on their journey to healing. From his role as an RCMP member and forensic scientist to becoming a humanitarian advocate, Brian's work embodies a profound sense of justice and commitment to human rights. While his law enforcement background laid the groundwork, it was his experiences in Cambodia that ignited a dedication to combating child abuse and human trafficking. Under Brian's leadership, Radanak has emerged as a global leader in the fight against modern slavery. In 2017, Brian's team established a multi-story restoration center providing compassion, secure shelter, and comprehensive trauma care for survivors. Brian's expertise has propelled him to change Canadian law, appearing before the Canadian Senate and advising on G7 law enforcement policy, amplifying awareness and advocacy on a global scale. Recently, the Cambodian government sought the assistance of Brian's team in establishing protective systems at the national level. From Canada to Cambodia, Brian's efforts restore dignity and hope to those deprived of freedom while safeguarding the most vulnerable. Your Honor, I present Brian McConaughey. I call upon Connolly McDougall of Vancouver. With a powerful blend of sustainability and social justice, Connolly is revolutionizing the fashion industry. Committed to dismantling systemic oppressions like fat phobia, sexism, and ableism, Connolly imbues each design with a message of inclusion and empowerment. Her journey began with a bold vision to challenge fashion norms, creating a brand that champions sustainability, celebrates diversity, and advocates for social change. At Connolly Goods, values are woven into every thread. From ethically sourced materials to eco-friendly local production methods and fair labor practices, each crafted piece stands as a statement of solidarity with marginalized communities. As a person with a disability, Connolly uses her platform to amplify unrepresented voices and promote body liberation. She supports social causes such as PACE Society Vancouver, the Addison Fund for Pediatric Organ Transplant through Transplant Research Foundation BC, and Saucy West's #Fight for Inclusivity initiative. Connolly's Goods isn't just a clothing brand, it's a movement that sparks joy and leads toward a more inclusive and equitable world. Your Honor, I present Connolly McDougall. I call upon Marcus Mosley of North Vancouver. According to Marcus, expressing your soul through music is like breathing, and Marcus has generously shared his passion, breathing exceptional music into our cultural landscape. As the artistic director of Marcus Mosley Ensemble, Marcus leads with his heart, inspiring audiences across the province with the authentic sound of gospel music. Raised by a mother who always had a song on her lips, Marcus has used his remarkable voice to entertain and enlighten people of all ages and backgrounds for the past 4 decades. With a repertoire spanning gospel, blues, and soul, his performances are soul-stirring, leaving audiences spellbound. Marcus's Songs of Freedom celebration is now in its 12th season and has become a beloved fixture in the community, honoring the rich history of Black music and culture. Beyond the stage, Marcus engages and encourages communities through ensembles, choirs, and gospel workshops. His dedication to cultural awareness and understanding is reflected in his roles as public speaker, guest CBC radio presenter, and advocate. Marcus unites audiences and musicians alike through the power of his music and leadership. He encourages others to step up, and in doing so, ensures an enduring and strong musical community within our province. Your Honor, I present Marcus Mosley. I call upon Coralie Nairn of Vernon. Since joining Vernon's Search and Rescue 35 years ago, Coralie has been instrumental in assisting the group to be one of the most respected search and rescue groups in the province. As are all search and rescue members, Coralie is a 100% volunteer who performs with 150% commitment. Starting as a ground search team member with Central Okanagan Search and Rescue, she rose to become senior search manager at Vernon Search and Rescue, safety officer, and media liaison. With extensive training in rescue techniques, Coralie has led numerous large-scale operations, drawing from her 11 years with the Canadian Civil Air Search and Rescue Association and her role as Search and Rescue Master in the Canadian military. Coralie also instructs at the Justice Institute of British Columbia and volunteers for the Adventure Smart program, empowering over 1,000 children and 500 adults with vital outdoor safety skills. Renowned for her outstanding communication abilities, Coralie establishes connections with those she assists, providing families in distress with the assurance that Vernon's Search and Rescue is doing everything possible to achieve a positive resolution promptly. An expert in emergency management, Coralie's efforts ensure the province's municipalities and agencies are successful and that its public are safe. Your Honor, I present Coralie Nairn. I call upon Alison O'Toole of Prince Rupert. Inspiring students and community members to embrace their full potential and join the magical power of theater is Alison's remarkable gift to her community. Her lifelong passion for theater has woven itself into the very fabric of Prince Rupert's art scene and created a culture of belonging. As a dedicated educator within her school district since 1993, Alison's commitment to education and the arts has garnered her the recognition as Drama Teacher of the Year by the BC Drama Educators Association. Her directorial prowess has graced over 30 high school musicals and major theatrical productions where she advocates for students, leading the charge for performances to count for academic credit. Beyond the classroom, Allison's love for theater transcends to the broader community, where she directs productions that serve as catalyst for unity and connection. As the drama representative for the region and board member of the Leicester Center of the Arts, she mentors aspiring artists and champions the role of the performing arts in society. Allison's legacy continues in the lives of countless students whose lives she has touched, and the many who have been guided to pursue careers in the arts under her guidance and mentorship. Your Honor, I present Allison O'Toole. I call upon Jazz Pabla of West Kelowna. Jazz Pabla leverages technology to uplift communities and inspire nationwide innovation, and in doing so, reshapes the future of towns big and small. Renowned for pioneering AI and cloud solutions, Jazz's leadership has revolutionized Kelowna's city services, enhancing efficiency, transparency, and sustainability. Under his guidance, his team developed groundbreaking projects and solutions, including snow removal optimization and smart waste management systems. Jazz's initiatives have addressed homelessness, such as the real-time outdoor sheltering dashboard and a citizen query chatbot. Utilizing drones and satellite technology to detect hotspots and assess damage, Jazz led a team that facilitated swift response efforts during recent wildfires. His creation of a digital twin called Model City empowers transparent decision-making, while his vision for AI-driven solution aims to expedite building permits and address the housing crises. As a member of the BC Municipal Information and Systems Association of BC, Jazz shares his expertise and passion, furthering the advancement of technology-driven solutions for the betterment of communities nationwide. Your Honor, I present Jazz Pabla. Congratulations. I call upon Len Pierre of Surrey. Transformative education on Indigenous cultural safety, reconciliation, decolonization, lateral violence, and motivational speaking through workshops and courses form the currency of Len's leadership. He guides seminars and workshops province-wide alongside a team of youth, elders, and educators. With over 20 workshops and courses, Len and his team have curated a wealth of online educational resources across platforms like YouTube, Spotify, and their website, addressing crucial reconciliation topics to create understanding and action. As a proud member of the Katzie First Nation and former Indigenous Education Assistant for the Surrey School District, Len serves as a role model both in and out of the classroom, leaving a meaningful impact on communities and people of all ages. His efforts inspire individuals and organizations across BC and Canada to become genuine allies on the reconciliation journey. Len's commitment to cultural safety and respect is essential in our collective path towards a more inclusive and equitable society. Your Honor, I present Len Pierre. I call upon Esther Rosenberg of Vancouver. Turning passion into action, Esther is at the helm of the Eastside Arts Society's creative and cultural vibrancy, supporting Vancouver's arts community. Serving as its artistic and executive director, Esther is driven by a solid belief in artists and their critical role in developing a healthy and thriving world. A Strathcona resident and accomplished artist herself, Esther co-founded Georgia Art Studio 4 decades ago, which became a cornerstone of the city's artistic landscape. The Eastside Culture Crawl, which Esther co-launched in 1997, invites the public into artist workspace and immediately elevated Vancouver's art scene. Her leadership transformed an event from a handful of artists and a few hundred attendees to over 500 artists and 45,000 attendees annually in Vancouver. Most recently, Esther spearheaded the Eastside Arts District, the establishment of a recognized district devoted to the preservation of arts and cultural spaces. This initiative preserves the unique character of Vancouver's East Side with a mission to retain, promote, and develop artists and cultural production. With a personal style that mobilizes and guides others to meet with success, Esther is unifying Vancouver's artistic community toward an innovative and sustainable future. Your Honor, I present Esther Rosenberg. I call upon Rishika Selvakumar of Richmond. Fueled by her passion for mental health and sustainability, Rishika is a force for positive change. Her volunteer efforts have contributed to a number of organizations, including the Acne Education Project UBC and Mentoring the Stars Foundation. Engaging in educational panels with the goal to destigmatize poverty, participating in donation drives with Ignite and Warmth Society, volunteering at the Richmond Olympic Oval, and designing accessibility resources for the Canadian Hard of Hearing Association are examples of her diverse and committed outreach. During her undergrad at UBC, Rishika lent her time to World Vision, Right to Play, Anxiety Canada Youth Committee, and notably served as the campus director for the inaugural UBC chapter of the United Nations Millennium Fellowship Program. Now pursuing a Master's of Public Health at UBC, Rishika prioritizes her volunteer endeavors while contributing her expertise as a graduate academic assistant in climate research. She lives by the credo that it's important to make a difference and essential to find a purpose and give back to make our communities a better place, one person at a time. Your Honor, I present Rishika Selvakumar. I call upon Wendy Toyer of Richmond. With a genuine passion for her work and the families she serves, Wendy has led the Amyotrophic Lateral Sclerosis Society of BC, ALS BC, as its executive director for the past 2 decades. Her extraordinary efforts have reshaped care in the ALS community in our province. Under her leadership, ALS BC is a model of innovation and excellence, setting a standard admired across Canada. Her creation of the Equipment Loan Program, in partnership with Communication for Youth and Adults and the Provincial Respiratory Outreach Program, ensures priority attention and care for individuals living with ALS. In a quest for comprehensive care, Wendy introduced an annual summer camp providing a nurturing haven for youth affected by ALS to find solace and connection. Her latest venture, Project Hope, a pioneering collaboration uniting ALS BC, the University of British Columbia, and the provincial government, is propelling ALS research and clinical care to new heights. Through Wendy's advocacy, countless lives have been uplifted, and the trajectory of ALS research in BC accelerated, solidifying her legacy as one of steadfast commitment to enhancing the lives of ALS patients and their families. Your Honor, I present Wendy Toyer. I call upon Mary Trentadue of New Westminster. A champion for New Westminster, Mary's efforts continue to have a meaningful impact on her community long after she completed her term as City Councillor. Her work to ensure local government is more inclusive saw the initiation of a campaign to bring greater accountability to local governance so women elected in the future can have a safer experience. Advocating for arts and childcare, Mary spearheaded the integration of nonprofit daycare facilities into new developments, ensuring accessibility for families. Her role in simplifying processes to attract daycare providers supported the needs of working parents. Mary's advocacy extended to improving housing policies to safeguard tenants' rights and uplift local women-owned businesses. Strategic initiatives led by Mary, including the Paint New West Beautiful mural project, have brought people together through the arts and enriching the community's cultural fabric. Her leadership in various arts committees advanced cultural policy and celebrations in New Westminster. Mary's mentorship to aspiring women leaders and her advocacy for childcare, arts, and inclusion have created a more vibrant and equitable city for all New West residents. Your Honor, I present Mary Trentadue. I call upon Jana Whale of Nanaimo. A proud member of the Gitxsan Cree Métis community, Jana is at the forefront of Indigenous-led climate research as a policy advisor for the newly established Indigenous research stream at the Canadian Climate Institute. Her dedication to climate resilience in Indigenous communities shines through her work and research projects. Jana's advocacy extends beyond academia as she represents Indigenous youth on a global stage, including speaking at the UN Climate Change Conference, COP28, in Dubai with 7Gen, a collective of Indigenous youth energy leaders. Additionally, she lends her expertise to various climate change advisory committees and volunteers her time with nonprofit organizations, actively engaging youth to pursue research in this vital field. Throughout her studies and career, Jana integrates Indigenous and Western knowledge systems to build resilience in Indigenous communities against the impact of climate change. As a role model and mentor for young people, she inspires them to amplify their voices and take action on issues affecting their communities. Jana's inclusive approach to climate action has positioned her as a sought-after speaker, ensuring that Indigenous perspectives and knowledge are central in shaping policies and solutions for a sustainable future. Your Honor, I present Jana Whale. Okay, to the 2024 Community Achievement Award Program recipients, I ask that you each stand, turn around, face the audience of your people here to celebrate you. Congratulations, each and every one of you. I'm honored to have been part of today's ceremony. Gilakasla, thank you.
Wow, talk about inspiring. Individually remarkable, collectively unstoppable. Thank you for showing what true excellence is all about. Thank you for your dedication, for your efforts, for the inspiration, and for the impact that you're having throughout British Columbia. And Kim, many thanks for your participation today. I think you did a remarkable job. A round of applause for Kim. Your investment and enthusiasm for the value of the program is really underscored by the presentation. And for all of us here today, we're very grateful. As an alumna of 2 of BC Achievement's programs, the Community Awards and the Indigenous Business Awards, we're very indebted to you for your continued support of the work that we do. You should know that Kim also played a very important role in establishing the BC Reconciliation Award Program and serving on the organizing committee, not for just 1, but for 3 of its first years. And so, Kim, I raise my hands to you. And now, please join me in welcoming back to the stage Marcus Mosley to the podium to say a few words on behalf of the class of recipients for 2024.
This is for the powerless, the wounded, and the weak. And this is for the immigrant and those who cannot speak. And if the ground beneath your feet seems unstable, there's a place for you at my table. 'Cause if you're broken, you are welcomed. And if you're outside looking in, come on in. And if you have no place of your own, my door is open. It's always open. My door is open. It's always open. Your Honor, fellow recipients, and wonderful guests, we acknowledge with respect the Lekwungen people, the Songhees, and the Esquimalt First Nations on whose traditional territories we are visiting today. And thank you for your kind introduction, Walter. I am grateful to be here today, and it is a distinct privilege to speak on behalf of my fellow awardees. Every one of today's recipients, in their own unique and special way, is a living example of the core message of my opening song. Compassion, empathy, and a willingness to meet people where they are motivates each of us. And kindness and a desire to be of service is our common goal. I'm an immigrant who, before he came to Canada, found himself in challenging circumstances. And it was because of the love and kindness of one person in this room, Graham Swan, that I was able to come to this country, heal myself, and begin the journey of realizing my hopes and dreams. And it was because of the faith and loving support of another dear friend, Roxy Giles, that I stand before you today. From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank you. Without you and so many other kind and generous Canadians, I would not be here to receive this amazing award. And in closing, I want to say to my fellow recipients who represent so many wonderful areas of this beautiful province that it is an honor to be counted among such a noble collection of British Columbians. I know each of you has been supported and lifted up by your communities and chosen to give back. Your achievements are astounding. Thank you for making a place at your table. And I know each of us will be inspired and empowered by the stories we have heard today to continue on our path, collectively building community. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for literally filling this wonderful ballroom with the sound of inspiration. Thank you, really remarkable. You said the words compassion, empathy, and the goals of kindness and of being of service, and I think that's a remarkable articulation of all of the sentiments of this year's class of awardees. Marcus, on behalf of the BC Achievement Board, I would like to present to you the 2024 Mitchell Award of Distinction. Now, instituted in 2017 in honor of the late Keith Mitchell, who was BC Achievement's founding chair and was a guiding light of the organization for 13 years, the Mitchell Award designation recognizes an individual who, through his or her work and volunteer activities, has demonstrated a unique and selfless leadership style that empowers others to engage and lead. Marcus, thank you for your leadership as a community builder in the province's thriving arts and cultural sector, and for creating a lasting legacy through the magic of music and song, which we heard here today, while empowering those you lead to follow in your footsteps. Thank you and congratulations. Thank you, Marcus, again. We are fortunate to have with us today a number of past recipients in the audience. Welcome and thank you for witnessing the ceremony today. I know a number of you are joining us for the first time as the pandemic prohibited us from gathering to celebrate, and so we're very happy to see you here today. And in fact, if I could ask alumni, our past awardees, to please stand and be recognized as well. Now, to today's recipients, this is a milestone in your continued journey of volunteerism and community building. But with BC Achievement for you, it's just the beginning. Collectively, we're delighted to congratulate and welcome all of you as part of our growing Community Award Program alumni. And to everyone who witnessed today's celebration, thank you to each and every one of you for joining and for celebrating the community awardees. Now, I would like to challenge the room to identify the heroes in your communities and nominate now for the 2025 award program. So if you know of candidates that would be ideal for BC Achievement's program, whether the Community Award Program or other award programs, please consider nominating them. We have recently announced year-round nominations to allow for a greater inclusion and accessibility to the process. So nominate now, BC. In closing, I would like to share a quote that has punctuated this unique ceremony before, and I'll share it again with a thank you to all the recipients and program alumni who emulate it. What you can do, or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. So thank you for creating magic, and together we will tell the stories of what makes our province and its communities achieve excellence, and in doing so, inspire change. Thank you. Jeremy?
I absolutely love my job. I get to do this fairly regularly, but today I'm truly, truly inspired by such an incredible group of British Columbians. So thank you for letting me be a part of that day. And if I've learned anything today, I think it might have been from Marcus as well. I've really got to up my public speaking game. So thank you, Marcus. And that does conclude the formal proceedings. We invite you to enjoy the reception at the back, and the food stations will open here shortly. But if I could ask the recipients and the platform party to please meet in the foyer for the group photo. Thank you, everybody. Safe travels home, and thanks for coming.